Hello there. Tonight's shave is introducing a new razor. This was a gift from a friend of mine. Uh, it's an old type, open comb, and it's probably got about 80% or more of the silver plate left intact. It's got a couple of the obligatory, pretty much, for these razors, handle cracks. That's not a big deal, and they look like they're fairly stable, but I will probably at some point in time repair them. There's a I know on at least 2 forums that teach you how to repair these fairly easily. It came in a nice little metal box. Really cool. The gentleman that gave it to me, I forgot to ask him whether he cared whether I said who he was. He probably doesn't. And if he's watching this video and wants to comment, that's fine. But I'm not going to mention his name because I didn't ask him. Now, I've got it loaded with a Lord Super Stainless. This is going to be the 4th shave on this blade. I normally bend them after 3 shaves. But last night's shave was really smooth. And so I'm going to see what 4 does that. Regardless of how this turns out, it'll be bent after this. 4 is... There's only 1 or 2 blades that I'll go past 4 on. But we're going to use Stirling's Spice and my Simpson Duke 2 and Best. So let's go ahead and begin this shave. This razor, a lot of people call this razor aggressive. I really think that, and I love the scent of the Stirling Spice, by the way, I really think that needs to be qualified. I don't find this razor to be aggressive. I think that when you hear them talking about this razor being aggressive, you have to take it in context that they're talking about vintage Gillettes. And, you know, they're not talking about the modern razors. Modern razor aggressiveness. I've not dealt with the really highly aggressive modern razors. The most aggressive modern razor I have is a Maggard, and it's not super aggressive, but it is more aggressive than any Gillette I've ever used. Even, you know, to me it approaches what the Slim is on 9, and I think really even the Maggard is even a little bit more aggressive than that. But I would not call this an aggressive razor. I would say that it's a very efficient razor. I think that it probably shaves closer. Love that. Than any of the other Gillettes. Even the Long Comb New, which is a bit more aggressive. If you hear that water running, I'm trying not to let it be too much. But I mean, it's colder than cold here at the time. Right now, it's 11:23 in the evening, and I don't want my pipes bursting, so I've got a bit of water running. So that's the deal with that. And so if you hear it, that's what's up with that. Just bear with me. We're shaving here. Love the Stirling leather. Always have. Nice and easy and slick. Wonderfully slick. Okay. I can tell you right now that we're changing the blade in this razor. Yesterday's shave was nice and smooth, but this shave is not the very. All I had to do was do one little pass there on my cheek to understand that this blade is done. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna reach for the blade that I have available. It's the Dorco 301. It's a favorite blade of mine, and I think that it will work just fine in this razor. But that Lord, it is done. So lined up right, much better. And that right there is something that I've said before on threads, on film, or on video. There's no film to this. But never had an occasion to demonstrate, but people talk about how, well, I tried to push my blade past what I normally do, and I got a terrible shave with it. The blade cut me up, all this kind of stuff. Stop. If you've got a blade and it's rough and you know that blade's done and you pass it across your face a couple times and it don't feel good, stop. Change the blade. Don't put up with that. My opinion. I mean, that's what I do. And you guys know I don't edit my videos. I just don't. I don't have time for it. I don't have the software for it, and I really don't think that it's beneficial for what I do. I want people to see from start to finish when I demonstrate a product, hardware, software, anything like that. I want there to be any question. I want them people to get the whole experience, and that's the deal with that. So, but, just, you know what? we're not building Swiss watches. You know, it's not rocket science. If something's missing or something's amiss, correct it. This blade, or I'm sorry, this razor. This razor has a, or rather, well, start to say rather it requires, but actually has is a correct term. It has a different shaving angle. The, the angle is determined by the cap and the base plate pretty much. So yeah, I think it's proper to say it has. It has a different angle. It's more shallow, which is, I think, probably the culprit when you hear people say things like that razor is really aggressive and or it tore up my face or excuse me, it was uncomfortable, something like that. Well, it probably, you know, with this razor, your angle was probably too steep. It does. Nice. It does require a bit shallower. Just do some touch up here. A bit shallower angle than the other Gillettes that I've used. And also, this is the fourth shave I've had with this razor. And another characteristic I've noticed of it is that it's really unforgiving of angle. What I mean by that is if you get the angle too shallow or too steep, if you get it too shallow, it's not going to shave very well. And if you get it too steep, it's going to irritate. And that's just from 4 shaves with it. It's something that I noticed right away was that it had a really narrow window concerning how effective the shave was. Wonderful. And I really just have to follow that with some Old Spice. Just, I can't see any reason to use anything else. Although, to be honest, the Stirling Spice to me doesn't have a strongly scented it's not strongly scented in the first place, and it's just only vaguely to me reminiscent of Old Spice. It's got more of a clean, soapy smell along with some kind of scent, sort of like, Mitchell's Wolf Fat or Vanderhagen Deluxe. And I don't mean it smells like them. I just mean it's a really lightly scented type of scent. And to me, it's more soapy than anything else. And so you could pretty much follow it with anything you want. But hey, Old Spice will do the job. So, all right. That's the shave. I want to thank the gentleman that gave me this razor. I love the thing. And thanks for watching and being a part of my shaves. Bless you. God bless you. And I will talk to you later.